Good morning, my dear young minds. Welcome back to biology session. Today, our topic cell, the unit of life. From first PUC, first year, very important chapter. And this chapter has good weightage for NEET object exam. Similarly, CET exam, set exam. Right? Every year, minimum 3 questions and maximum 5 questions frequently asking from this chapter. So this chapter has a good weightage for objective orientation. Right. Cell, the unit of life. What is cell? The structural and functional unit of life is called cell. All organisms begins their life from a single cell. Right? Then a group of cells together organize tissues. Tissues to organs. Organs to organ systems. Organ systems to organisms. That is uh, chronological order. Okay, that you know very well. And before going to discuss about cell unit of life, you must know scientist, because sometimes they prepare questions from scientist biography. Introduction of scientist. Ramachandran, G.N. Ramachandran. G.N. Ramachandran, our Indian scientist. Read about Ramachandran experiments, awards, rewards, etc. Who first discovered triple helical structure of collagen protein? Means G.N. Ramachandran. Okay, he created Ramachandran plot. Ramachandran plot. Rest of the points we just read about G.N. Ramachandran. Next to what is a cell? Just now I told that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Cell made up of several cell organelles that are also called cell constituents like nucleus, nucleolus, RER, SER, Golgi complex, peroxisomes, ribosomes, lysosomes. These are all various types of cell organelles present in eukaryotic cells. Right? Okay. Next, cell theory. Cell theory. Who proposed cell theory? Important. Say cell theory. I am expecting one question compulsorily from cell theory. Okay. Scientist names, very important. Right. Next, Omnis Cirilla is Cirilla. Omnis Cirilla is Cirilla. First, go through cell theory. Matthias Jakob Sladen and Theodor Schwann. These two scientists together first proposed cell theory. In the year 1838, Matthias Jakob Sladen, a famous botanist, performed experiments on plant cells. Next, 1839, Theodor Schwann, a famous zoologist, performed experiments on animal cells. And he only first studied cell wall character in plant cells, fungus and bacteria. Next, Sladen and Schwann together proposed cell theory. But they did not explain how new cells originate from old cells. After these two scientists, another scientist, Rudolf Virchow proposed omnis cellula p cellula. That means what? All new cells originate from pre-existing cells. Pre-existing cells by mitosis division or meiosis division. Clear? That is the meaning of omnis cellula and e cellula. He told that all organisms are made up of cells and parts thereof, products of cells and parts thereof. That is about Rudolf Virchow theory. Understood? Next, an overview of cell. Overview of cell. In NCERT book, different types of cells like RBC, red blood corpuscles, WBC, white blood corpuscles, white blood cells, neuron, nerve cells, epithelial cells, next vessels, fibers, basophil cells, different types of animal cells and plant cells, their pictures given. Roughly study carefully once all diagrammatic representation and read their general features. Right? Suppose RBC are enucleated, nucleus absent. WBC are nucleated, having specific nucleus. Shape of the nucleus vary from cell to cell. Okay, bilobed shape, multilobed, bean shape, spherical shape. The shape of nucleus vary from cell to cell because WBC again are of two kinds: granulocytes, agranulocytes. Okay, right. Next, epithelial cells. What is the shape of the epithelial cell? General features of epithelial cells. Next, neuron, nerve cell. General characters. Next, tracheids. What is trachea? What is the shape of the trachea? What is the shape of the trachea? In tracheids, that means xylem tracheids are there, na? Xylem tracheids. Xylem has 4 elements: xylem fibers, tracheids, vessels, and parenchyma. Tracheid also a part of xylem that play a crucial role in water conduction, translocation of water from root to shoot. That's it. The mesophyll cells present in any green color part of the plant. The best example, leaf. Mesophyll tissue performs photosynthesis. Clear? This is just briefly about an overview of cells. The shape of the cell, structure of the cell, size of the cell, again vary from species to species. Clear? Now, we will discuss prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell. Broadly, cells are of two kinds: prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell means a cell without nuclear membrane around a nuclear material, called prokaryotic cell. Example, all Monera, kingdom Monera members: Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, Mycoplasma, blue-green algae. Okay, these are all prokaryotic cells. Next, eukaryotic cells means what? A cell with a specific nuclear membrane around a nuclear material, called eukaryotic cell, are of two kinds: plant cells, animal cells, even fungus. Eukaryotes example, except kingdom Monera, rest of the all 4 kingdoms like Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. These 4 kingdoms are eukaryotes, eukaryotic cells, having eukaryotic cells. First we discuss prokaryotic cell. Go through diagrammatic representation of bacteria. The best example, bacteria. What is the structure of the bacteria? What are the parts in bacteria? What are the different 3 different layers present in bacteria? Outer layer, mucous layer. Middle layer, cell wall. Inner layer, cell membrane. These 3 outer tough layers protect bacteria. And bacteria also has pili, fimbriae, flagella, naked nucleus, polysomes, polyribosomes, okay, plasmids, etc. Flagella arise from cell membrane. Flagella helps in movement of bacteria, that is called locomotion. Locomotion, right? Next, there are three parts in flagella: basal body, filament and hook. Basal body, filament and hook. Right? In prokaryotic cell, all cell organelles are absent except 70S type ribosomes. Except 70S type ribosomes, the rest of the all cell organelles are absent. So it is called prokaryotic cell. Mostly prokaryotic cells reproduce by binary fission. Binary fission. Next, bacteria are of two kinds. In NCERT book, eukaryotic cell size, prokaryotic cell size, virus size, mycoplasma, their measurements, sizes given. Roughly go through sizes of different cells: plant cell, animal cell, bacteria cell, mycoplasma and virus. Their sizes also important, right? Sometimes they prepare questions from sizes, different sizes of different types of cells. Clear? But virus is acellular, non-cellular organism. Cell structure absent. Clear? Now bacteria. Bacteria reproduce by binary fission. Again, bacteria are of two kinds: gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. A famous scientist, Christian Graham, first classified all bacteria into two categories by staining procedure. But he added a crystal violet on bacteria. Then some bacteria positively respond towards staining procedure, but some bacteria did not. Bacteria which respond towards staining procedure called gram-positive bacteria. It has teichoic acid. Teichoic acid present in cell wall. So due to presence of teichoic acid, gram-positive bacteria respond towards staining procedure. Observe crystal violet. Next, in gram-negative bacteria, teichoic acid is absent. So due to absence of teichoic acid in cell wall of gram-negative bacteria, it is not respond towards staining procedure. So based on staining procedure, Christian Graham classified all bacteria into two categories: gram-positive bacteria or gram-negative bacteria. That's all. Mostly gram-positive bacteria are dangerous bacteria, poisonous bacteria, cause diseases. Okay, and gram-negative bacteria are harmless, means useful bacteria. That is about bacteria. General characters: flagella, types of flagella, what are the parts in flagella, importance of flagella, etc. Next, in bacteria, cell wall is, suppose in case of Archaebacteria, in Archaebacteria, cell wall is made up of pseudomurine. Next, in Eubacteria, cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Or murin or mucopeptide. But in mycoplasma, cell wall completely absent. Cell membrane only present. Mycoplasma causes diseases in both plants and animals. Clear? Archaebacteria. Archaea means primitive bacteria. This topic is already covered in previous chapter, biological classification. Okay. Archaebacteria cell wall is made up of pseudomurine, and in Eubacteria cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan or murin or mucopeptide. Very important for objective exam, right? Okay. Next, cell envelope and its changes. Suppose in bacteria, Cell membrane is there? No. Cell membrane make large number of inward foldings. Cell membrane make large number of inward foldings. See, outer layer mucus, mucus layer. Second layer cell wall. Inner layer cell membrane, and it is mesosome. Mesosome make DNA. Polysome, plasmid, cytoplasm, 70S type ribosomes, etc. Okay, it is called mesosome. Mesosome performs several functions. Mesosome main function respiration, but in eukaryotic cell respiration takes place within the mitochondria, but in prokaryotic cell mitochondria absent. So instead mitochondria, mesosomes performs respiration. Mesosomes also play a crucial role in DNA replication. DNA replication. Okay, that's all. That is about cell membrane and its modifications. That's all. Next to ribosomes. 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 Ribosomes also called Pallad granules. Pallad granule because George Pallad first discovered these structures in both eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. As the name indicates, ribosomes also called Pallad granules. Ribosomes are non-membrane bound cell organelles, membrane absent. Ribosomes are of two kinds, 70S and 80S. Okay, 70S and 80S. 70S has two subunits, 50S and 30S. Similarly, 80S has two subunits, 60S and 40S. Okay, 50 plus 30, 80. Out of 80, 10 subunits utilized for binding. So look here, larger subunit, smaller subunit. 50S, 30S. 50S and 30S. Total 80. Out of 80, 10 subunits utilized for binding. Not us. Out of 80, 10 subunits consumed for binding. So 80 minus 10, 70. Equation balance. Clear? So that is about 70. Similarly, 60 plus 40, 100. Out of 100, 20 subunits utilized for binding. 100 minus 20, 80. Equation balance. So remember like that. Ribosome's main function, protein synthesis, protein manufacture. Protein manufacture. Clear? Broadly, cell organelles are of three kinds. Single membrane bound cell organelles, double membrane bound cell organelles, non-membrane bound cell organelles. Single membrane bound cell organelles. Example, single membrane, one membrane. Okay. ER, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, and vacuole. Next, double membrane bound cell organelles. Example, nucleus, mitochondria, and chloroplast, etc. Non-membrane bound cell organelles. Non-membrane bound. Example, ribosome, ribosomes, nucleolus, centriole, etc. These concepts are important for objective exam. Single membrane bound cell organelles. Example: endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, and vacuole. I wrote short form. You try to understand. Double membrane bound cell organelles: nucleus, mitochondria, and chloroplast. Non-membrane bound cell organelles: ribosomes, nucleolus, and centriole. You don't confuse between nucleus and nucleolus. Okay. Nucleolus is a part of nucleus. Clear? Okay. I expect one question from these concepts based on presence or absence of membrane. Right? Okay. Next to inclusion bodies. Inclusion bodies. Inclusion bodies are non-membrane bound cell organelles. Membrane completely absent. Membrane completely absent. Okay. Some examples: phosphate granules, cyanophycean granules, and glycogen granules. Three types, very important. Inclusion bodies usually float on topmost layer of cytoplasm. On the surface of the cytoplasm, they store reserve materials. It is are of three examples, three kinds: phosphate granules, cyanophycean granules, and glycogen granules. These three are non-membrane bound structures, no membrane. Okay. Next concepts: eukaryotic cell. Till now we have discussed prokaryotic cells. And what are the parts in prokaryotic cell? Example: bacteria. Okay. Now eukaryotic cell. Are of two kinds: plants and animals. Except kingdom Modera members, rest of the all members like Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia are called eukaryotic organisms. In NCERT book, plant cell, animal cell, two diagrams, 3D structure clearly mentioned. My dear students, once go through, observe diagrammatic representation. Observe what are the parts in plant cell, animal cell, and differences. You know very well difference between plant and animal cells. Some examples: plant cell contain chloroplast, but a chloroplast absent in animal cells. And plant cell consists of large central vacuole. In animal cell, the size of the vacuole is smaller, number of vacuoles many, 2 to many. Okay. Centriole and centrosomes are absent in plant cells but present in animal cells. Okay. The size of the nucleus is smaller in plant cell but larger in animal cell. Number of mitochondria are less in plant cells but more in animal cells. These are some difference between plant cell and animal cell. Clear? Understood now? Anyway, plant cells and animal cells having a specific nuclear membrane around a nuclear material. Okay, that such cells are called eukaryotic cells. Then go through cell membrane. Cell membrane. In NCERT book clearly mentioned fluid mosaic model of cell membrane. S.I. Singer and J. Nicholson, two scientists, S.I. Singer and J. Nicholson, together proposed fluid mosaic model of cell membrane. Cell membrane basically made up of lipids, phospholipids, proteins. Proteins are of two kinds: extrinsic proteins, intrinsic proteins. Extrinsic proteins also called peripheral proteins. Intrinsic proteins also called integral proteins. Integral proteins deeply seated in cell membrane. They act as channels, protein channels or pathways, channels, porins, etc. for transshipment of substances into outside and out to inside the cell. Whereas peripheral proteins located on the outer side of the cell membrane, their function only physical support, mechanical strength. That's it. Okay. In cell membrane, percentage of proteins 52%, lipids 40%, and carbohydrates 1 to 2%. Very important. I wrote short form: P for proteins, L for lipids, C for carbohydrates. Cell membrane contain 52% proteins, 40% lipids, and 1 to 2% cholesterol. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Right? Okay. Cell membrane also called plasma membrane, semi-permeable membrane, selectively permeable membrane, also called plasma lemma. Plasma lemma. These are the another words belongs to cell membrane. You read rest of the paragraph lines about cell membrane. It is living membrane. It makes direct contact with the intracellular material. That means cytoplasm, cell organelles and all. Right? Okay. In plant cells, cell wall present. In animal cells, cell wall is absent. In plant cells, cytoskeleton is absent, but in animal cells, cytoskeleton is present. Okay. Cytoskeleton function, physical support. Cytoskeleton is made up of microfilaments, microtubules, and intermediate filaments. Therefore, cytoskeleton provides physical support to the animal cells. Of course, cytoskeleton also present in some lower living plant cells like algae, bryophytes, etc. But in higher living plants, cytoskeleton is completely absent. Instead, that cell wall is present. That's it. Clear? I am expecting question from cell membrane chemical composition and their percent. Okay. Next to cell wall. Cell wall character. Okay. Outermost layer of the plant cell is called cell wall, which is more thick in size, rigidity, provide physical support and specific shape to the cell. But cell wall absent in animal cells. Okay. So instead that microskeleton, that means cytoskeleton is present in animal cells. Cell wall mainly made up of different layers. Primary wall, secondary wall, middle lamellum, etc. This is middle lamellum. Middle lamellum is made up of calcium pectate, a cementing material. Okay. Below middle lamellum, next layer primary wall. Below primary wall, next layer secondary wall. Secondary wall has 3 sublayers: S1, S2 and S3. Okay. S1, S2 and S3. Very important. Outer layer middle lamellum, ML means middle lamellum. Below middle lamellum PW, primary wall. Below primary wall SW, secondary wall. Below secondary wall sublayers S1, S2, S3, etc. Below S means secondary wall. secondary wall 1, secondary wall 2 and secondary wall 3. Below secondary wall 3, next layer plasma membrane, and a plasma membrane envelopes cytoplasm, cell organelles, etc. These are the different layers. These all layers together called cell wall. Cell wall. Cell wall formed during cell division. During cell division, in case of plant cell, particularly during cell division, single parent cell break into two daughter cells. There, Golgi complex release calcium pectate. Calcium pectate forms cell plate at center part of the cell. Okay, cell plate formation is centrifugal manner. Centrifugal manner. Cell plate formed from center to lateral. That is called centrifugal manner. Cell plate is made up of calcium pectate. After some time period, cell plate modify into middle lamellum. Middle lamellum is cementing material that make connection between adjacent cells. That's all. Below middle lamellum, I wrote short forms. You try to understand. ML, middle lamellum. Below middle lamellum, next layer, primary wall. Primary wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, etc. And secondary wall. Below primary wall, next layer, secondary wall. Secondary wall is mainly made up of only cellulose. Only cellulose. Secondary wall has three sublayers. Secondary wall 1, secondary wall 2 and secondary wall 3. Below secondary wall 3, next layer, cell membrane. Next to cytoplasm. That's all. That is about cell wall character, and cell wall composition also very important. In plants, mostly cell wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. In fungus, cell wall is made up of chitin. In bacteria, cell wall is made up of, suppose in archaebacteria, cell wall is made up of pseudomurine, I told in the beginning. And cell membrane is, in eubacteria, cell wall is made up of pseudomurine or murine or mucopeptide. This type of comparative study important regarding cell wall chemical composition. I am expecting questions from this area also. Clear? Right. Next, endomembrane system. Endomembrane system. Endomembrane system include several cell organelles such as endomembrane system. It include endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes and vacuole. are of two kinds, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Single membrane bound cell organelle, endoplasmic reticulum full form. It spread all corners of the cell, all areas of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum play a crucial role in translocation of all substances like enzymes, hormones, vitamins, gases, water, reserve food material, everything equally distributed to all corners of the cell. That is the major function of based on their surface structure, again are of two kinds, RER, SER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum attached with ATS type ribosomes. So it is rough in girthi. Hence it is called RER. RER main function, protein manufacture, protein synthesis. Clear? Next, SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Its main function, lipid synthesis and detoxification of drugs. These are the main functions according to NCERT lines. Some extra functions are there. You once go through paragraph lines, read additional functions of RER and SER. Clear? Now, RER produce proteins. Those proteins transfer to Golgi complex. Because RER main function protein synthesis. This protein is released into cytoplasm and move into Golgi complex, enter into Golgi complex, and proteins undergo modification within the Golgi complex. After modification, modified proteins discharge into cytoplasm in the form of vesicles. In the form of vesicles, those vesicles carry proteins. Those proteins transfer to lysosomes, vacuoles, cell membrane, etc. Because all membranes, suppose Golgi complex membrane, lysosome membrane, vacuole membrane, cell membrane, all membranes are basically made up of proteins, lipids, cholesterols, sugars, etc. Therefore, that proteins transfer to lysosomes, vacuoles, and cell membrane, etc. ER, endoplasmic reticulum, formed from outer membrane of the nucleus. Because nucleus double membrane bound cell organelle. Outer membrane modify into ER, endoplasmic reticulum. Next, Golgi complex. It is a sac-like structure. A famous scientist Camillo Golgi first observed Golgi complex. Okay, in nerve cell of owl. Hence, as the name indicates, that is called Golgi complex, also called Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. Okay, Golgi complex diagram important. ER diagram, Golgi complex diagram. What are the parts in diagram? Cis phase, trans phase. Okay, cisternae, tubules, vesicles, their functions, everything important, right? Next, Golgi complex, its main function, secretion of glycoproteins and glycolipids. Glycoproteins and glycolipids. They also play a crucial role in protein modifications. That's it. The lysosomes are single membrane bound cell organelles. Lysosomes contain hydrolytic enzymes like amylases, lipases, carbohydrates, proteases, etc. These enzymes are hydrolytic enzymes. Lysosomes also called suicidal bags of the cell. Suicidal bags of the cell. During starvation, means fasting times, lysosomes digest all intracellular material, thereby release more energy. That leads to cell death. Okay, after cell death, the same number of new cells again origin by mitosis division. Okay, hence lysosomes also called suicidal bags of the cells. Lysosomes also protect our body from pathogens, bacteria, viral, fungus, pathogens. Clear? Next, due to presence of hydrolytic enzymes, it digests all intracellular material. That's all. Next, vacuoles. Vacuole on the outer side cover with the thin membrane, single membrane, that is called tonoplasm. Tonoplasm enclose tonoplast. Tonoplast means vacuoloplasm. Exchange of substances takes place between vacuole and cytoplasm based on concentration gradient. Clear? The size of the vacuole is large in plant cells but small in animal cells. Vacuoles are of various kinds: osmoregulatory vacuoles, food vacuoles, and contractile vacuoles. Osmoregulatory vacuoles maintain balance between cell fluids. Food vacuoles store reserve food material. And contractile vacuoles play a crucial role in excretion. They collect all waste materials from all corners of the cell and slowly move towards cell membrane, burst there and discharge wastage into surroundings, outer side. Such vacuoles are called contractile vacuoles. They play a crucial role in excretion, elimination of wastage from the cell. That's all. This is about ER, Golgi complex, lysosomes, vacuoles, their structure, function, location, everything. Hope you understood. Go through NCERT book diagrams and read NCERT book lines, paragraph lines regarding endomembrane system. Endomembrane system means single membrane bound cell organelles that are highly coordinated. Highly coordinated. Those single membrane bound cell organelles are called endomembrane system. Clear? Their function highly coordinated, nearly similar to each other. Okay, such cell organelles are called endomembrane system. Okay, next go through mitochondria. Double membrane bound cell organelle, mitochondria. Mitochondria, a very important double membrane bound cell organelle. Mitochondria, plural form. Mitochondrion, singular form. Okay, its main function respiration. Respiration. Already in plant physiology, you might have studied respiration in plants. Respiration are of two kinds: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration include 4 steps: glycolysis, link reaction, Krebs cycle, and ETS, means electron transport system. These 4 functions takes place. Out of 4 functions, 3 functions, means the last 3 functions takes place inside the mitochondria. The site of glycolysis is cytoplasm. Moreover, glycolysis is common step in all cells, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. But link reaction, Krebs cycle and ETS takes place inside the mitochondria. You roughly go through once inside book diagram, observe diagram, what are the parts in diagram and what are the functions of mitochondria, etc. Right? That is about mitochondria. Next, chloroplast. A type of plastid. Plastids. Actually, plastids also double membrane bound cell organelles. Plastids broadly are of 3 kinds: chromoplastids, chloroplastids, and leucoplastids. Chromoplastids means color producing plastids that are present in different parts of the plant. Okay, chromoplastids are different in color. They are present in fruits, leaves, roots, etc. Therefore, color of the root also vary: white in color, orange color, pink color, green color, etc. Green color root example, Taeniophyllum, an epiphyte. Orange color root example, carrot. Pink color root example, sweet potato. And white color, rest of the all plants. And the color of the fruit, color of the flower depend on chromoplastids. Next, chloroplastids example, chloroplast. It is a double membrane bound cell organelle. Its function, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis include 2 steps: light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction driven by sunlight, dark reaction driven by end products of light reaction. Again, light reaction include 2 types: non-cyclic photophosphorylation and cyclic photophosphorylation. Non-cyclic means Z scheme of electron transport system. Okay, you will learn in detail about this coming chapters: photosynthesis in higher plants and respiration in plants. Clear? Okay. All of you study once structure of chloroplast. 3D structure or 2D structure of chloroplast. What are the parts in chloroplast? What is the site of light reaction and what is the site of dark reaction? What are the end products of light reaction and dark reaction? End products of light reaction are ATP and NADPH. These 2 are also called energy assimilatory power. And end products of dark reaction is glucose. Then due to continuous accumulation of glucose convert into starch or sucrose. Clear? That's it. That is about chloroplast. Next, leucoplast. Leucoplast means colorless or white. Leucoplasts again are of 3 kinds: eleuroplasts, Okay, uh, elyroplasts store proteins, amyloplasts store starch, elaioplasts store oils or fats. That is about subclassification of leucoplastids. Okay, right. Next concept, cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton. In the beginning I told cytoskeleton absent in higher living plants but present in lower living plants like algae and bryophytes. It is also commonly present in all animal cells due to lack of cell wall. Therefore, cytoskeleton provide physical strength, physical support, mechanical support to the animal cells. Clear? It is made up of microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. Three types. Okay. Here microtubules and microfilaments spread all corners of the cell. They act as skeleton and they provide physical support to the cell. That's it. Right? Next concept. Cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella. These two are locomotor organs. Cilia present in unicellular protozoans. Example, paramecium. Paramecium also called slipper's animalcule. Slipper animalcule. Another example, verticella. So due to coordinated movement of cilia, paramecium pick up water and food particles. Food particles also steered into gullet. Steered into gullet. Then enter into food vacuoles. In such a way, paramecium pick up food particles through stream of water into their gullet. Paramecium on the outer side cover with several thousands of cilia. That's all. And flagella. Long, narrow, hairy-like structure is called flagella. Function, locomotion. In NCERT book, TS of cilia or TS of flagella. A diagram clearly mentioned. Roughly go through one's diagrammatic representation. TS of cilia or flagella. It has 9+2 arrangement. 9 peripheral microtubules and 2 central microtubules. All 9 peripheral microtubules attached with the central microtubules with the sheath. Okay. Central sheath enclose microtubules, central microtubules. All 9 peripheral microtubules. See like this. All 9 peripheral microtubules attached with the central microtubules with the help of radial spokes. Radial spokes. Okay. Observe the structure. What are the parts of diagram? Importance of diagram. What is the use of cilia and flagella and how they perform locomotion? These characters read in NCERT lines. Very important. Right? Next, nucleus. Before nucleus, you must know centrosome and centriole. Centrosome and centriole. Centrosome and centriole. These two are non-membrane bound structures. Non-membrane bound cell organelles absent in plant cells but present in animal cells. Its main function, cell division, initiation of cell division and initiation of basal body. Basal body. Okay. Even flagella, cilia also origin from centriole. Okay. Centrosome is amorphous pericentricular material. Amorphous pericentricular material. Suppose it is structure of centriole. A pair of centrioles arranged perpendicular to each other like inverted capital letter T. Inverted capital letter T. On the outer side, Centriole covered with amorphous pericentriolar material, that is called centrosome. Okay, centriole play a crucial role in cell division. Initiation of cell division takes place by centriole. Centriole also, on the inner side, it has 9 peripheral microtubules. Arrangement 9 plus 0 arrangement. 9 plus 0 arrangement. 9 peripheral microtubules and central tubules are absent. Okay, that means what? See, look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All attached with the central hub. All 9 peripheral microtubules attached with central hub. Hub is made up of a protein that is called tubulin. Tubulin. Okay, hub is made up of a protein called tubulin. Important. Each peripheral microtubule has triplet. Okay, triplet having 3 chambers. All 9 peripheral microtubules attached with central hub. Central hub is made up of a protein that is called tubulin. That is brief information about centriole and centrosome. Centrosome is amorphous pericentriolar material, but it's not cell membrane. Cell membrane completely absent in these 2 cell organelles. Clear? That's it. Next to nucleus. Another important double membrane bound cell organelle, nucleus. Read inside book lines. Nucleus. Which is nucleus also called dynamic center of the cell. All cell organelles functions under the guidance of nucleus except chloroplast and mitochondria. Because chloroplast and mitochondria are called semi-autonomous cell organelles due to presence of DNA, circular DNA, 70S type ribosomes and RNA. Okay, circular DNA, 70S type ribosomes and RNA. Mitochondria and chloroplast perform their functions independent of nucleus. Hence, chloroplast and mitochondria also called semi-autonomous cell organelles, or a cell within the cell. A cell within the cell, or a prokaryotic cell within the eukaryotic cell. That's all. But except these 2 structures, rest of the all other cell organelles function under the guidance of nucleus. Hence, nucleus also called a dynamic center of the cell. Nucleus double membrane bound cell organelle. It has nucleoplasm, chromatin, nucleolus, DNA, RNA, proteins, etc. Right? Observe and study carefully the structure of nucleus. Right? Chromatin. Chromatin highly condense to form chromosomes during cell division, both mitosis and meiosis. The chromosomes number highly standard and vary from species to species. Chromosome is basically made up of proteins and DNA. Protein, which protein? Histone proteins. Histone proteins are of 4 kinds: H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. And H1 protein also will be there. That is present outer side of the histone octamer. So these different types of histone proteins and DNA combine to form chromatin. The same chromatin condense to form chromosome. Chromosome function: inheritance, transmission of characters from parent to progeny. That's all. Okay. Next, nuclear outer nuclear envelope make direct contact with RER and SER. RER and SER. Exchange of proteins, exchange of RNA takes place between nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. Nuclear membrane has large number of pores called nuclear pore. Through nuclear pore, exchange of genetic material, exchange of proteins, exchange of RNA takes place between cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. Clear? Next, chromosome. chromosome. Chroma means color, zoma means threads, chromosome means color threads. Chromosome, just now I told, it is basically made up of histone proteins and DNA thread. DNA thread. Okay. Chromosome number highly standard from species to species. Roughly go through classification of chromosomes. Metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. These are the four different types of chromosomes based on the location of centromere in the chromosome. You must know what are the parts in chromosome. Each chromosome has two chromatids. See, centromere, kinetochore, first chromatid, second chromatid, secondary constriction, satellite, DNA, these are the parts in chromosome. One centromere, two kinetochores, kinetochore present on either sides of the centromere, and it has two chromatids. If you make vertical plane through the center, it break into two equal halves. Each half of the vertical chromosome equals to one chromatid. So total two chromatids present in chromosome. 4 arms, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 arms and 4 telomeres. 1, 2, 3, 4. Telomere means polarity, ends. Polarity or ends of the chromosome. These are the parts in chromosome. So based on the location of centromere, it is again are of 4 kinds: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. Metacentric, centromere exactly at center. Centromere present exactly at center part of the chromosome. The shape of metacentric is V shape. V shape. Submetacentric, L shape. Acrocentric, J shape. And telocentric at I shape. Okay. In metacentric chromosome, centromere present exactly at center. In submetacentric, it moves towards one side. One long arm, one short arm. Then acrocentric chromosome, one very long arm, one very short arm. And telocentric chromosome has I-shaped chromosome. Centromere completely located towards one end, one side, one end. These are different types of chromosomes based on the location of centromere in the chromosome. These are the main points, main topics covered from this chapter, Cell, the Unit of Life. This chapter completed. Dear students, watch this video properly, then read NCERT concepts, then go through objective questions, prepare well. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.